Hello, ladies and gentlemen, from the beautiful shores of Lake Jericho in Illinois. Jericho Lake, or however you want to put it. Anyway, I'm here to give you the final chapter on this problem I had with this 2023 Ram Laramie 2500. If you watched my past videos, you will know what I'm about to lead up to. If you haven't watched them yet, then I encourage you to go check them out. I've had the truck about 2.5 weeks, just a brief summary. After about 4 or 5 days, I would shut the truck off and the lights inside on the panel in front of the steering wheel would stay illuminated. I tried everything to get those lights to shut off, and I was like, for some reason this truck is not shutting completely down, and this is not right. I tried bringing the fob in the house far away from the truck, and I'd go out, the truck would still be lit inside. I would go out at midnight, the truck would still be lit inside. And the way service is, it's so hard to get an appointment. I got stuck having to leave the truck like this for a few more days. And I'm knowing in the back of my mind, this is going to kill the battery at some point if I don't get this taken care of. So every day I would try to start the truck and take it out for a drive just to try to keep the battery as fresh as possible. Finally got an appointment for Thursday of 2 weeks ago. And the appointment was like on my work hours, and I told the service man if I could bring the truck in the night before, that would be great, and just drop it off. So probably around 5:30, my wife and I got home, and I hadn't driven the truck that day up until this point. Opened the truck, push the start button, the truck is stone dead. Nothing would happen at all. So I decided I'm going to try to jump it just to see if I can get it started and get charged long enough to get it to my dealer, because he's only a few minutes down the street from me. So I put the jumper cables on, and sure enough, everything came to life as far as electronically, showing that the truck was getting full charge. But now when I push the start button, there would be a loud pop and everything would just go black again. So at this point, I knew the truck was now completely dead due to whatever this electrical issue was. I ended up having to call Ram Cares because, like I said, it was the night before service and I absolutely had to get this truck in to the service department. So Ram Cares calls and said a tow truck's on its way. And then I get a call from the tow truck company. Yes, we have a truck dispatched and we'll be in there in about 60 to 90 minutes. And I'm like, great, that's just great. So 90 minutes go by and I've got no tow truck, I've got no calls, no nothing, other than a message saying we're on our way. I called the tow truck company. I said, what is going on? Because you told me you were supposed to be coming to get this truck. Well, the lady responds, well, that truck's been taken off the board. And I'm like, what? Yeah, they told us to take it off the board. I don't know why. I don't know how, but it's no longer on the board. So I'm like, that's the best answer you have for me? This is crazy. I wait 90 minutes and nobody tells me that you've canceled the tow. So I call Ram Cares back up again and I complain to them about what happened, and they're like, they have no idea. We don't know why it was canceled. Same old runaround. So once again, now they call the second towing company and it's set up for another 60 to 90 minutes. And of course, they're going to take every minute of the 90 minutes. They did show up eventually. but I'm not going to criticize that company. I have a video shouting out to them in one of my past videos. The young man was very gracious, very professional, and I would highly recommend that company. So anyway, the truck got hooked up and towed the night before that service, and there it sat, and it sat, and it sat, and I'm like getting no calls, no updates, no nothing, and it's just driving me crazy. I'd leave messages, nobody would call me back. I would call Ram Cares. I left messages to my the person in charge of my case, never called me back. Really peeing me off at this point. Finally call Ram Cares again after several attempts at getting this issue to be responded to. And we get a lady, and I explain to her what's going on. At this point, I did get a call from my dealer saying that they believe the issue was the steering column control module, but we can't get the part, and it might be several weeks before we can get a part. Mind you, my truck's there for over a week at this point. So now I call Ram Cares and I tell them what's going on. The next day they call me back and said, your part is on the UPS truck, and when the dealership gets it and puts it in, they will call you back. So I ended up calling the dealer again, and I complained a little bit because I told them about all these messages I left and not returning calls. And it was hard to even get somebody to talk to that knew anything about this, because the receptionist was having trouble getting me to a live person. I kept ending up in the voicemail box. Well, it turns out that voicemail box, that guy was on vacation and nobody bothered to tell me. So I'm leaving voicemails to someone who's obviously not going to return my calls because they're on vacation. And apparently nobody was covering for him or something. So anyway, after all this, they, like I said, they located the part. It was on its way. The dealership received it, put it in, and yesterday, Wednesday, May 31st, I picked it up. It was actually done on May 30th. So today, Thursday, June 1st, is 2 weeks to the day that I had the truck at the service department. So I'm just going to give you a quick glance at the service record to show you what they did. Just to refresh you, if you weren't here for some of the videos, that panel right up in there, when you first open the door, it would say push button, press the brake and push the button to start the truck. Well, that message would never disappear, no matter what I tried. And that led to all kinds of issues. The radio flashing on and off, loud popping coming out of the speakers. It was just like the truck ended up with a mind of its own and just started going crazy on me. So here's the record. I'll give you a close-up so you can read it, and I'll try to pan slowly, give you time. So I must say my confidence in the Ram is very shaken right now, because I don't know if this is going to happen again, because the last time it did happen, it ran beautiful for 2 days and then it crapped out on me. So hopefully I have better results this time. I'm a big Ram truck guy. I've had a couple of them prior to this one, and I love the design. All the times I've had service in the past, it's always been great. Hopefully this was just some kind of a odd occurrence that happens, because everything being made in China and not getting shipped to the US and all that garbage going on right now makes jobs harder for everybody to keep a customer satisfied. So anyway, that is the final chapter, hopefully, of the issue with this Ram 2500, coming to you today from the beautiful skies of Illinois, backed by these beautiful green trees here at Jericho Lake, right on the outskirts of Aurora, Illinois. One of the few pretty areas around this immediate place. So coming from you, from one of the highest tax states in the Union, place where I would love to get out of, the sooner the better. Thank you for watching. God bless you all. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share. I need your help to get this channel going a little stronger. I have posted poems and one of my humorous songs that I wrote. So enjoy your day. Take care. Many blessings.